Hey everyone, and welcome back to Serena's Toy Room. Today I'm here with a super exciting review, at least for me, and it's on one of the Sweet Valley High dolls from the early 90s. You guys know I have a series based on Sweet Valley High. It was a book series back in the 80s and 90s, and it's honestly like my favorite book series of all time. Like, they're my favorite books to read ever, and I'm totally obsessed, and I thought it would be fun to make into like a doll series. Last year or so, I realized they actually made a line of dolls, which I never heard about until that time. And it's super cool and stuff, and they're probably hard to find if I didn't know about them until then. And because I love dolls and I love the books, I thought it was a perfect combo. But of course, because they're kind of rare and stuff, they're kind of expensive, but this one was a pretty decent price, so I got her. This is Jessica, and now I'm kind of tempted to give him Elizabeth to go with her because obviously I need the twins to be together, and I'm super excited. So let's go with the packaging so we can open up this girl. So the box is kind of designed to be a notebook, a purple notebook and stuff. It's pretty cool. Lined paper on the backdrop. Francine Pascal Sweet Valley High. It's made by Bandai, and this doll in particular came out in '92. The book series started in '83, and it went on for about 20 years, so that's pretty long for a book series. Student ID, Jessica Wakefield. To Jessica Love Scott. Jess Love Always Bruce. And that one is torn in half because there was a book where Jessica liked Bruce, and then Bruce ended up being a jerk, and then she didn't like him anymore. And I actually made an episode based on that story, if you haven't watched it. Meet me at the gym at 4, or else Jessica. Kip is cool, Jessica, and that's the name of this specific line with her and Elizabeth. Twin sisters, twice the fun. Sweet Valley High story included. Sweet Valley High share the exciting Sweet Valley High adventures of identical twins Elizabeth and Jessica Wakefield. They look alike, but they don't think alike. Their best friends can tell them apart, can you? We have the different lines they've made. I wish they made other characters besides them too, but they're still really cool. So we have Campus Cool, Elizabeth and Jessica, Prom Perfect Twins, Born to Shop, Let's Dance, Winter Dazzle, California Sizzle, Rockin' Rags, Denim Duet, and Pillow Party. Dear friends, since my first Sweet Valley High book was published in 1983, girls all around the world have enjoyed reading about the adventures of Elizabeth and Jessica Wakefield and their many friends in the California town of Sweet Valley. Now you can have even more fun acting out your favorite Sweet Valley stories with Sweet Valley dolls and fashions. I know you'll love playing with Elizabeth and Jessica as much as I love creating their stories. Yours truly, Francine Pascal. So, let's open up Jessica and give her a closer look. Here's Jessica. She's very cute. So her face is meant to kind of resemble the illustrations on the book covers. I can kind of see it. More so with Elizabeth. When I saw Elizabeth online, it definitely looked a lot more like her illustration than Jessica, but I can kind of see it. It looks kind of similar. And she's very smiley. So she has a light pink eyeshadow and quite heavily blushed cheeks, which is very fitting for the time. And then very nice hot pink lips. Her hair is blonde and it is nylon, so it's going to need a little bit of work because it is quite poofy from age. But it is quite nice and it is really curly. And then she has little bangs underneath. And then she has this black pleather hat, which looks pretty cool. And then there's a little sparkly flower design on it. Unfortunately, with this pleather fabric they used back in the day, they used it often with a lot of older Barbies from this time. Over time it kind of cracks and peels, and it actually happened on their shoes, which are made of the same material, so I'll show you that in a minute. So it's kind of unfortunate how that happens, especially because it looks really nice on the dolls when it's pristine, and it kind of makes me not want to touch them as much, but it's not the end of the world. The vest is also made of the same material, but they're in good tact, but the shoes not as much because they were tied down and stuff. Speaking of her vest, there's a little heart diamond design on one side. Her crop top is purple on one side and lime green on the other, which matches her lime green skirt, which has a little golden shiny belt, which is attached. Very cool. And her fishnets are lacy and purple, which match this part of her top. And her boots, which are made of that same pleather material, they are fabric rather than plastic like Barbie. And they had a little twisty tie around this one, so that's why part of the material came off, unfortunately. but gladly it's black underneath. Some outfits and stuff they've made for Barbie in the past where they'd have like that pleather material, it'd be like white or something underneath when it's like, for example, pink over top. So if it peels, it'd be way more noticeable, but actually it's not too noticeable. So if it peels a lot, then you wouldn't be able to see it unless you really looked for it. She comes with a story, which is super exciting. I like skimmed through it. I haven't read it yet, but from what I've gathered, it's like Jessica going back to school and stuff and wanting to get revenge on Bruce Patman for being a jerk, because on the last page, it has like a little thing and it says you decide, because they usually have those little things at the end of the books where it's kind of like foreshadowing the next book, so it's like a long continuous story kind of. But on this one, instead of saying you find out in the next book, it says you decide. So it's kind of letting you make your own ending with the dolls and stuff, which I think is cool. And it's kind of written just like the books and stuff from what I saw briefly. So I'm very excited to read that later, because I haven't read a Sweet Valley High book in a while, because as much as I love them, I don't find them very often at the thrift stores, unfortunately. And she also came with a special offer in the back of the box, and you could have gotten a Sweet Valley High lavalier necklace for both of you and Jessica and Elizabeth dolls, which unfortunately is probably not valid anymore, but it was really cool and I wish I was able to get that. She came with a little, kind of like a duffel bag. It has like a raincoat kind of feeling to it, but it's like a big giant purse with the SVH logo on it, and it matches her outfit really nicely. Very cute. And then she came with these stickers, so it's like a picture of her and Elizabeth, and then the school logo. So I'm probably going to use that one in the show. Her posability is very much of a vintage Barbie, so of course rotation in the head, twist and turn waist. She has the bent arms that go outward and front to back, and then the lovely bend and snap knees, which I miss. So she has like the standard articulation at the time. Alright everyone, thank you for watching my review on Campus Cool Jessica from the Sweet Valley High doll collection. And I hope you guys liked her as much as I did, because I had so much fun making this video. Tell me what you guys think of her, and until next time, come over, subscribe, and see you in the next video. Bye guys!